I live in Dallas, and I've
Okay.
lived in a lot of other cities. And compared to the other cities, Dallas got a nice group of men. So I thought the men owner was like, oh my God. Okay, let me get started. Let's get started. Okay, welcome back, Jules. Exactly. So today I have two special guests with me from Ready to Love, Detroit. We have Ash Fox. Say what's up to the girlies.
Hey, hey guys.
And we also have Miss Dominique here. Dominique, say what's up to the girls.
Hey guys, what up though?
Not what up, though. I am in
Right.
love with Detroit culture. Let me
What
just
up
say
though?
that before the season started, I watched all the Moolah films. My cousin used to work at the Ford plant. I'm on the Detroit versus everybody shirt.
Period.
Yes.
So I can get into it. Okay, so can you guys introduce yourselves to the peoples? Just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living, in case they haven't watched the first few episodes.
You want to start,
Go ahead,
Dominique?
Ashley.
Don't be shy
Okay.
now.
So my name is Ashley. Everybody call me Ash Fox. I was a personal trainer for 10 years. I had my own gym called Foxy Fitness. But once I closed that in 2019, I started my non-invasive body sculpting business. And I've been doing that now for almost 3 years, going on 4. And I just switched the name to Foxy Body because it's more broad. It's I'm working with the body, face, the hair. So I just didn't want to put myself in a box and just do fitness. So I changed my name to Foxy Body because I just wanted to add more things to my business. And I still personal train, but myself, not as much as I used to with other people. I'm more so teaching body sculpting classes and doing body sculpting now.
That's awesome. And what's your Instagram name?
Ash Fox underscore ASHFOXX underscore.
Now, of course, I did my research and stalked your page. You do great work. So I noticed you do the BBL shots. Do you also do any type of like lipo shots or?
Well, I don't do the BBL shots yet. I only do vacuum therapy.
Okay.
So it's with the suction cups, but that's equivalent to about 2,000 squats. So it's still the same thing, but the liquid BBL shots are a little bit longer lasting. But the vacuum therapy works better. You just have to work out with it too as well.
Awesome. Okay, so girlies, if y'all interested, like I said, I've been all over her Instagram. Make sure y'all go check out Ash's Instagram. She does great work. The girls come off the table looking a little bit more plump and cute. So
They
shout
love
out to you. Dominique, can you come up and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Hey guys. So yeah, I've been a stylist probably for about 15, 16 years. I work in retail, but I do celebrity stylists. I got big clients, regular clients. I do everything that appears to the style, right? So that's what I've been doing for a long time.
Now, Dominique, when you first came on our screen, I can kind of tell you do something in fashion because you give off, the aesthetic gives off fashion vibes. But
it.
as soon as I did my Meet the Cast, I did like a Meet the Cast type of preview episode, and everybody immediately was like, that's Jen Friend from Basketball Wives. That was the girl that was getting into it with Evelyn. So are you originally from Detroit? And how did the whole Jennifer, you coming on Basketball Wives, how did that transpire?
I'm absolutely from Detroit. My ex-husband played in the NBA for 13 years. Me and Jennifer had met many, many, many years ago. She asked me to come on the show as a friend, and I did it. And that's how I was on I think season 8, LA. So yes, I was on probably about 11 episodes of that season. And it was right before COVID. It was interesting, but in real life, I was a real basketball wife. Me and my ex-husband was together for about 20 years. We had been together from I was probably 15 all the way to I was 37 years old. So yeah, that was my life. That was my world. So it was very natural for me to do that. But at the time when I was married, it wasn't a good fit for me then. So I think I did it. I'm sure I did it right after my divorce, and it was cool because I ain't had no husband who told me I couldn't do it. So.
Do you still have a relationship with any of those girls?
Uh, no, not really. Me and Malaysia, we chit chat on Instagram pretty often. She's cool. I like her.
Okay. Now, tell me what your first impression was when you met everybody during the mixer. So, based off looks alone, who caught your attention, or who was your top 3 based off looks alone? Nothing else.
Go ahead, Dominique.
What's fine?
As y'all seen on the first episode, the first person I met was Bello. He was very attractive to me, so naturally he was my number one.
Yeah, Bello is nice. He's
I mean, far
attractive.
as looks, he was my number one. Far as looks went, number two, I guess it would be I had an attraction to Cardi. I thought he was kind of cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not really, let's just be honest, I'm really not into looks. I'm really into like how a person make me feel. So I'm all over the place when it comes to looks. Because somebody be like, oh, that don't look like your type. But I'm really a vibe type of person. I'm created on the vibe. Aesthetically, I guess if I would say anybody else, maybe Darius.
Okay. Okay. Darius was nice. Ash, what about you?
So when I first got there, I want to say Ed. Ed was definitely my type. When I first walked in and seen him, Cardi was another.
Okay.
And I think it was just Cardi. His energy was warm, so I think that put a like 10 on his attraction. When you like first meet you, it's like very warm.
Okay.
And Steve.
Oh yeah, Steve too. Steve was one of my
cute.
number ones.
Yes.
Yeah, Steve was cute. I was going to say because Steve was
The
cute.
first day, I was like, "Ooh, okay."
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are my
100%.
Exactly.
Yes,
Is
but which
Ed
is
short?
great. I did think Darius was attractive, but he didn't catch my eye like those three at first.
Okay.
But when me
I'm
and
gonna have to agree with that.
yeah, when I started talking to
retracting.
him and I looked at his face, I'm like, okay, he cute, you know.
He was cute to me. I was like, okay, who is he? Let me follow him first. Okay, now, Dominique, you caught a lot of slack from the fans about whether or not you were in the right place. A lot of people were like, this lady used to date some rich men. She don't want nothing with none of these men there. How do you feel about that? Because a lot of people feel like basically you too good for these types of men because
that's harsh. You know what? That's real harsh. People don't know me, so they automatically assume that. But when you assume, you make you assume.
Don't say it. Exactly.
You turn yourself into an ass because I'm a human being. I'm a woman, so I'm all. It ain't about the money. If it was about that, I would still be with those individuals. I could put myself in any room, and at the certain time I came for love. I was looking for love. I wasn't looking for an athlete. And if it was an athlete in the room and we clicked, and we clicked. If it's a regular man in the room who have a regular job and we click, we click. So that's beyond that. That's just people who don't know you. So I guess I can't. It's unfair for me to receive slack because y'all don't know me. Y'all about
exactly.
to and I feel like I am an actress, one, and it's totally different from reality TV. Like reality, I'm being myself. This is really who I am. So anybody who know me in real time gonna say that's just who she is. I'm really that personality y'all seen is my personality. I'm not acting. I'm being myself. So people don't know that, and you just making an assumption. That basketball player, that NFL player is still a man. At the end of the day, I'm looking for a man.
Right.
Like I wasn't looking for a career. I was looking for a man. So
do you feel like the men judged you? Because I guess the comments that Vince made, have you watched the episode?
I did.
So the comments that Vince made, and I was surprised. I was shocked that you were in the bottom on the first episode. Do you feel like the men kind of had that perception of you?
I don't know. I seen just like y'all. I was watching.
What'd you say, Ash?
I'm sorry, Dominique. I think it was like a slight bit of intimidation.
I think so too.
That's insecurities within themselves. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So I can't let people's insecurities reflect who I am. He said what he said, and and I quote, I don't have nothing to offer her. She dated me and like that. Well, baby, that's your insecurity. That shit didn't have nothing to do with me. It was like, and I knew that. In that moment, I knew he wasn't the man for me. So I walked off instantly. And it wasn't no like I'm pissed off or anything. It was just that's your preference, and your self-esteem ain't at the level where I needed to be anyway. Because my man, if he in the room, he don't give a fuck about no man that I dated before me. Because I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew Voshon Leonard wasn't gonna be in that room. I knew, I knew that. So I'm going here and I'm going with a clean slate, giving you one. I didn't ask you who your baby mama, your ex-wife was, because I don't care. So if we here, then we here to get to know people for right now. So myself right now, I'm a grown woman, and I don't play kid games. So I'm not entertaining on what your past was up, because that don't got nothing to do with me. So we gonna be face forward. And when he said the things that he said, that I automatically knew that he wanted a man for me, because a man for me ain't thinking about this one, because I'm definitely not thinking about none of your exes, because in my mind they don't even exist. I'm
Right.
here, you get to know me, and I knew in that moment that he didn't want to get to know me. He just felt like how he felt, and his
Right.
insecurities was some work he needed to do, work on himself, not me. I ain't got no work to do in that department. I'm very secure in who I am, and I didn't judge the men based off of any of their past, because that wasn't what we were here to talk about.
And honestly, a lot of the men had good careers, so that's like a punch in the gut to them online. It's like, how do y'all know that these guys aren't her type? How do y'all know
Right.
that the career path that they chose is not what Dominique wants?
Right.
You know what? You know what? And that was another thing that was really refreshing from Philly versus some of the other cities. A lot of the other cities got a lot of slack because they felt like the women were, educated, had nice careers, out here looking good, da 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 da. And then we had men, that were homeless, didn't have jobs, y'all ain't watched the other seasons.
But we
Ash,
didn't
do
have
you
none of
feel
that on our season. So these men had careers. These men go to work. These men were entrepreneurs. They got
At
businesses.
home,
Like they have homes. We didn't have that. So yeah, no. Eek.
That's good. Ash, so how do you think the men perceived you initially? I feel like you gave a warm girl next door. I feel like a lot of men were receptive to you when you walked through the door.
I feel like that from the bird's eye, but when you're in it, I felt like a lot of men probably thought I was too bubbly, too childish, because I was the youngest, girl there,
Uh-huh.
lady there. So I heard through the grapevine that I was a little too bubbly. I had to tone it down a little bit, but I never changed who I was at all.
Not
But
at all.
just,
I want to say this. Ashley came on her confessional and said, "I'ma just be real. If you ain't got no money, you got to have money to date me." I didn't say
Hey,
that.
when Ashley said that, I was like, she is my spirit animal because
that's
I'm
my
bubbly
ass.
too.
She
She was
said
like,
that.
if you ain't got no money, I ain't got nothing for you. I said,
No, because
okay.
men are very mean when they're like broke or got stuff going on. And I don't want a mean man. So I would rather you be, and I understand, you fall short and we got to build, together. But as far as you just broke and mean and just, I don't want that.
Resentful.
And I feel like when a guy is not at his best or when he don't have enough money, he's mean. He's not himself.
Can I say
Right.
something? I
Yeah.
don't care about how rich a man is. I like a generous man.
Yep.
So you could be rich. You could be rich as to the moon, to the sky, and the blue swings. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You won't give me a
Mm-hmm.
dollar. I can meet this
Exactly.
man who make $300,000, and he is very generous and gives me the world.
Yep.
So to me, I prefer a generous man. I like a man who's very generous, because I
Yep.
am too. I'm just as generous as you is. I am too. So
Yep.
I take care of my man in the sense of every man that I've had, I've done for them just as much as they done. Probably not as much, but hey, I'm doing things for my man. I'm not that woman.
Yeah, just sitting
So
around not doing nothing. Yeah.
mhm.
So
Yeah, that's. I think that's a problem that a lot of women have, and then both of y'all are very successful women, so you get a lot of men that are intimidated, or because they not where they want to be in life, that they jealous. I think we get it all the time.
try
So,
to
like I
break them
said,
up.
I was happy to see it was a lot of men with nice careers doing their thing. This was like a breath of fresh air compared to the other seasons. And I know y'all told me y'all didn't watch Philly, but online they comparing y'all a lot to Philly.
I've been seeing that. I've been seeing
In
that.
what essence?
You, the caliber of men, the caliber of women, and there weren't a lot of love connections on the last season, and it was just to me, it seemed like a lot of people who were dealing with internal issues and weren't ready to love because they still, overcoming whatever they have, whether it's life issues, mental issues, emotional, past traumatic experiences.
And they
Um,
compared us to that.
well, just the group of men, and on
Oh,
the surface level, the way everybody looked, the attractiveness of the people. Which I said this before before they even revealed the cast. I knew Detroit was coming with it because Detroit women are like the most beautiful set of women that I've ever seen, and
Thank
I've
you.
lived in
wow,
a lot
thank
of
you.
different cities. I know y'all T exactly. So I was really looking for the men to see if it was gonna be a nice set of men, and compared to I ain't gonna keep saying Philly,
I've
but
been
y'all
seeing
got
a
a
lot
nice
of
set of
comments
men.
saying that
So the men on Philly were not good looking. I don't know. I didn't see.
It
I
was
seen them.
it was half and half.
Okay.
It was a few nice ones. So
Not
did
they homeless girl.
huh?
They was homeless.
Dominique, don't get me started. Dominique, don't get me in trouble on this here internet on today. Okay, so listen, Dominique, I got a question.
Sure.
This is the funniest part of the season thus far. When Devin tried to kiss you, why did you curve that man on national TV like that?
Wow, that's
Forget
crazy.
forget the curve on national TV. This is real. This is real life. I just met him not even 48 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was read the room. Devon, what's his name? I done forget the man's name. Read the room, Devon. Like Devon gets beside himself and he live in the moment. Like y'all heard on the episode, y'all heard music playing and shit. It wasn't no music playing on there, boy. We was sitting in the room having a chit chat. And I'm very intimate. I can have an intimate conversation with somebody because I'm comfortable with who I am. So I could be in a space with somebody, and I was feeling him. I liked him, but I didn't like him enough to tongue him down the throat. We just met, baby. Like, you didn't even pay for these drinks we drinking. He didn't pay for that. Like, even if you did, like, baby, I ain't that easy. Like, we really been in the room. This for y'all watching this TV time, whatever. We just met. This is our first intimate conversation. I don't be kissing black men on the first conversation. Like, stick your tongue down my throat. No, that's not happening.
He was ready.
And I didn't.
I laughed so loud.
I want to say this just to be clear. I wasn't dissing him. That it just wasn't that space, and I wasn't rude about it. We was able to reconnect. It's not an elephant because I can never make nobody feel awkward because I don't like awkward situations. I'm grown. I'm a grown woman, so I didn't feel like I dissed him in a way. It just wasn't time. That's like somebody trying to have sex with you and you like, oh baby, I'm not ready. I don't care if we on national TV. I don't care if we in a private setting. That kiss was not going to take place in a private setting and a public setting. Wherever it wasn't time, and I wasn't feeling him in that way at all. So it wasn't me curving him. It was just like, hey, baby, that's not where we at. But you never know what could happen. But we ain't there right now. And let's be fair, the pastor watching, my daddy is a pastor. Like, girl, I ain't that loose. Like, loose for the goose. Like, everybody feel. And it wasn't no curve. Everybody, oh, you diss him, and that's why black men. Girl, first of all, I just met him. That's like meeting somebody in the bar. Now I'm outside.
Somebody was in the comments like, this that mannerism old girl was talking about.
No, like, baby. It don't. For me, I just was like, hey, but it was redirectable. Don't disrespect me. I'm not going to disrespect you. You was feeling a moment, and that's okay. But I wasn't. So I just, hey, this is my personal space, and this is my personal mouth. And honestly, I just got some shit off your mouth. We about to be kissing, like, bro, like, no.
You got some crumbs off your mouth.
That was so funny. So listen, let's switch gears a minute. All of you all seem like y'all very popular. Ash, I know you mentioned I think it was episode 1 that you knew who Dominique was because she was well known in the city. Mm-hmm. Did y'all know anyone else from the experience? Did you recognize anybody else?
Ashley,
like from around the city?
I had been DMing Ashley, and I didn't even know that was her because Ashley used to have a really, really big workout class that she taught. So my kids had attended her workout sessions. We had a whole dialogue when we went back through Instagram. I'm like, oh wow,
we went back through our DMs.
Yeah, and my kids went to her workout class, and I dropped them off. You know, just life be happening. But far as the other cast members, no, I had never seen anybody. No. Sorry.
I saw Vince at the gym, but I just saw him. But I never Vince.
Okay.
Yep. But I saw him one time at the gym. He tried to like holler, but from afar, and I was like, eh. And then it was crazy that I seen him at the mixer. But he tried to tell people that he knew me, and I'm like, because you saw me at the gym, you don't know me. But that's the only other person that I just saw.
So I'm shocked because
me and Darius did a party together, but I didn't remember that we did a party together. But that's
why I was just getting ready to ask about, because Darius coming there with his fur, like I own limo business. I am that guy, Mr. Detroit. So I assumed that y'all knew who Darius was.
Never seen him.
Never saw Darius.
Okay. So I really can't ask y'all about whether or not y'all found love and are we going to see some love connections, but are you guys, in retrospect, are you happy that you came on the show?
I am. I'm I'm actually so happy that I came on the show. I really came on here just because, for one, I'm a fan of the show, so why not? But number two, I always told myself, like, I'm gonna be myself, and if I find love during this process, I'm gonna do it on TV. I got a story to tell. But I don't know. This show made me way more confident. I actually prayed to have like certain friends, girlfriends, and just certain people in my corner. And coming to this show made me. It's starting to show me that, okay, God, you sending me my friends. You sending me like certain people in different ways. So yeah, I feel like it was always in my calling and meant for me to do. So I'm excited. I would love to do more. But
I was going to ask you, would you do reality TV again? Because you have a natural
yeah.
like personality for TV.
I would do it again. Yeah, I would do it again. I don't even have a or a but. I would do it again. I love it because I'm myself. I don't have nothing to cringe over or be mad about. Nope. So I would definitely do it again.
That's awesome. What about you, Dominique? Are you down for the lights, camera, action?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say, in retrospect, comparing the two shows that I did, this was a totally different vibe from Basketball Wives. Like,
Yeah.
I made some really incredible people from the show, and I think will be long lasting. I know will be long lasting relationships. All the girls were like little sisters to me. They were sisters to me. And it seems like, oh, we competing for this, but it just went. It fell in a realm of, we all are searching for love, and we will all want each person to be able to find that. So it wasn't like, hey, if you got a better connection, go for it. It wasn't no hate in that. So I loved it. I loved the ladies. I loved the guys. It was like a good time. We really had a good time.
We did.
You know, and I like that. I don't like and I'm not sure if you remember, Ash, but it was a few seasons where the girlies were at each other's necks about these men. And I really hate to see that. Like with Detroit, I'm hoping because all of y'all pretty, all of y'all seem confident in y'all own right, then it won't be, that type of
We're gonna hear a
dissension.
little
Because to me,
shade.
that's
We're gonna see a
ugly.
little shade and hear a little shade, but other than that, yeah, we were like it was like a sisterhood and a brother, not a brotherhood because we were dating them, but you know what I mean.
And speaking of brotherhood and the dates, I hope we get to the dates soon because usually that's like the nitty gritty of the episode. So right now we just at the mixer. So I look forward to seeing all of the episodes. Before y'all leave, I want to play a quick game with y'all. I'm gonna play a game called Mary Kill Shag. Are y'all familiar with that?
I
Yeah.
am. What shag
Okay.
me? What shag me?
Uh the Uchi Wally Wally. The
Oh,
peanut butter and jelly.
okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna name three guys. I wanted to do it with the guys, with the guys on the show, but I said no because I don't want to give nothing away.
Okay.
So let's say Ash, you could go first. Mary Kill or Shag, Nick Cannon, 50 Cent, or Martell Holt.
Okay, now I like all three.
You do. Go ahead.
I do actually, but I love me some 50. I ain't gonna hold you. So we gonna just do with 50 because I don't know. He might post me on the internet. So, wait, hold on, wait a minute. No. Okay,
That
no.
means you gotta marry Nick
We gotta
Cannon or
kill Nick Cannon
Martell.
because we gotta kill Nick Cannon because I just can't be the 13th baby mama.
And that's an unlucky number. Okay.
We're gonna kill him. I'm a marry 50 and then I'm gonna do with Martell Holt.
Okay. The Ninja Turtle got done. Okay.
Right.
That's a good thing. Nick Cannon gotta go. Okay, Dominique. Same
The same
question.
ones.
Huh?
The
Same
same men.
ones. Three hard ones, exactly.
Whew, child, I'm gonna have to marry 50 Cent because I've been loving him since
Girl.
back in the day.
I
I'm
do
gonna
too,
marry
y'all.
Mini Man. Wish death upon me. Okay, I ain't a rapper, but that's my song. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to kill Nick because I don't want BV. That's too much. I don't want my cootie cat to be on flames. And who is Martell Hoax?
You don't know who Martell Holt is, Dominique.
I absolutely do not. Is he a
You
rapper?
probably don't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Okay, he's a star of this show called Love and Marriage Huntsville. He also dated Sheree from Real Housewives of Atlanta, so he's on reality TV.
He's a own network native. I'll be on the own network. Oprah might as well hire me.
He
Okay.
look good, Ash.
Yeah, Martell is he's fine to me.
Well, I'ma hit it.
Now, okay, now, Dominique, I'm gonna give you some homework. I want you to Google Martell when we get up off here.
Is he a big deal? I don't know.
Nah, he ain't no big deal. He just a character friend.
Okay, friend. I'm gonna check it out. I trust Ashley. We neck for neck. We picked the same.
All right, ladies. It was really fun talking to y'all this evening. Is there anything you want to let the people know? Is there anything that you've seen online about the way the people perceive you and that you want to let them know as they watch the show?
I don't have a kid. That's
you
it.
you don't have any kids?
Yeah, I don't have any kids because they just messed up on my bio, but we fixed it. But people are still asking me if I had a daughter or a son. But I don't have a kid. Other than that, I'm not really paying attention to the comments. I literally don't care what anybody say about me. I knew that this was gonna come. But it's just it's kind of like, because Dominique is used to this, okay? But right. For me, it's I'm still kind of like, okay, I'm on this blog, I'm on TikTok when you search this and this. So I got to get used to just being posted a lot.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. It's still kind of new for me. Yeah.
I think you're handling it well. Just let it roll off your shoulders and be yourself like you have been. Like I said, you have a real likable personality. So
thank you.
You good to go, Ash. What about you, Miss Dominique?
I'm going to just say, I'm asking the fans just to get to know me. Instead of prejudging me, just get to know me. Because once you get to know me, I am who I am. And I'm really a good person, and I pride myself on that. But when a good person walk in the room, I ain't got to tell you I'm a good person. You just going to feel it anyway. But just get to know me. And be kind. I ain't say be nice. I said be kind, because I'm a kind individual, and I give everybody the benefit of the doubt until you prove me wrong. So until I prove y'all wrong, give me a chance. Get to know my real personality, and I'm showing my real personality.
And I want to piggyback off that. Like, people do need to not judge, and I feel like the people that judge are just insecure in a way. Because when I first met Dominique and her energy, that I like stuff like that. Like, I love confident people that don't care, walk in the room and be like, hey. But other people, that'll make them feel small, and they'll crunch. It's like, come on now, we all can get a piece of the pie, or learn from it. If you know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, people need to stop judging, because you will never know what connection you might mess up. What you never know what somebody could offer to you or give to you, all because you're judging the outside of a person and you didn't even talk to them.
Right.
That part, like,
you can miss your blessings just judging somebody. Trust me, yep. I totally get it, because
Ebony, thank you for having us. I'm so grateful to be here.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy that you ladies decided to join me today. Like I said, I look forward to watching the rest of the season. I hope y'all find love and reach out to me. I would love to have y'all on at any time after the season. Ash, if you want to join me for one of my Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Bell Collective, whatever review, just let me know. I'd love to have you on.
Well, invite me. I'm going to watch you.
Yeah. Okay, Dominique, I'm sure you will have a snickling and giggling friend. Exactly. So I'm all for it. Anyway, I really, really appreciate it. You ladies enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you on
Friday.
Ready to Love Detroit, Fridays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you ladies watch, and we'll be watching.
My Instagram is DomB82.